there, good looking. If you're looking to blend your cardio, your strength, and your ab work all in one short little workout, well, you stopped to the right place. This is also day 1 of our Unstoppable Challenge. Hello, challengers. Now listen, you will need 1 pair of dumbbells. I want you to go a little on the heavier side. We're going to use them for all of our movements. For reference, I have a pair of 15s. All right, let's go get warmed up. Hello there and welcome. If you're unfamiliar with who I am, my name is PJ Rand and I've been a certified personal trainer, fitness instructor, and health coach for close to 3 decades. This is the place where women and a few good men over the age of 40 come and live their fittest and fiercest life. It is so awesome to have you here. Let's get ourselves warmed up. As we do, I'll chat about the workout. Feet are shoulder width apart, softness in the knees. Draw that belly button in towards the spine, activate that deep core muscle. Now let's add some arm circles going backwards and make it big. We really want to exaggerate the range of motion. So we have 2 different strength circuits, 3 rounds, 30 seconds of work with a quick transition in between. So I keep that heart rate of yours up. Last 3, 2, 1. Now open and close the chest. Good. When you close it, you want to really open up the shoulder blades. And then when you open up the front of the body. Now, heads up for all you challengers. If you're in the Unstoppable Challenge, for the next 28 days, we are going to add some abs at the end of every single workout. Yes, it's going to be awesome. Last 3 and 2 and 1. Feet still that shoulder width apart. Give me a hip hinge, softness in the knees, hands just underneath the chest. Lift the left arm up, look up, and bring it down, other arm. So now we're rotating a little bit through your T-spine, your thoracic spine, and still getting those shoulders warmed up. So yes, I thought, what could I do in these 28 days to really help you see some, other than, the normal workouts, to see some improvement? And I thought, 28 days of ab work to get the core of yours strong, I think that's awesome. Let's do it. So it won't be anything, extremely strenuous, but it will be just enough so that you do see some changes in your core strength by the end of the 28 days. Let's do 1 more each side. Other side. Perfect. Come on up, hands light behind the ears. Let's do a good morning. So we're learning a hip hinge here as we'll be doing a deadlift in the workout. So make sure that you're hinging from the hip crease, not from your waistband or your waist. So whatever spine you have standing is the same spine when you're here. Perfect. Pushing your bum back towards the wall behind you. Pull the elbows back. Let's do 2 more. Last one. Beautiful. Come to the front of your mats. Feet still hip width apart. Tap back with the left. Reach up. Extend the spine. Arms down. Right leg taps. Great. Now, if your knees are feeling okay, I want you to take it right down. Deep lunge. If you can get the knee to the mat. Excellent. So there will be a couple of moves in the series that might not be for everybody, at which point you can follow Mini-Me for an alternative. And it'll be the first one right out of the gate. We'll be doing a weighted lunge. That might not work for you. And I'll be doing a wall sit if that's a better fit for you. Last 2. 1 more. Face front. Keep everything squared to me. Step out. See if you can tap that toe. Push your bum back. Again, we've got a hip hinge here while we do a lateral movement, warming up the hips, inner thigh, and the legs further. Two more. Excellent. All right, we're going into some reverse lunges. Dumbbells in each hand, or maybe hold on to one, or perhaps you're doing a wall sit. If you don't have access to a wall, you can hold a static squat, all right? If you're with me, at the end of your mat, feet hip width. Step back with a leg, lunge down, then the other leg. So we're alternating. Same as the warm-up, we're dropping that back knee down as far as it feels comfortable. If you're able to, we want that knee to kiss your mat. You can add a little bit of a forward lean to make it a little more glute dominant. And a lot of people comment that it actually feels better on their knees as well. Let's do one more. All right. Keep those feet hip width. Working the upper body now. Let's do a hip hinge, arms down, alternate a row pattern, elbow coming past the rib cage. Belly button drawn in. We want that core tight. You may feel the low back muscles fired up, but there shouldn't be any pain or discomfort. So make sure you reset your form if you are feeling it is more than uncomfortable. When the timer goes, we're hitting the ground for a chest to ground push-up. Now, if that doesn't work for you, you'll keep the dumbbells and do a chest press and follow mini-me. Let's do one more each arm. Last arm. All right. Chest to ground push-up. Fingers wide, just slightly wider than the shoulders. Come all the way down, elbows point towards the back of the mat, press yourself up. Now you've got that option to be on the knees, but chest to ground tends to be a little easier because you got a little bit of a break when you get down there. So see if you can do from the toes. If you're doing the chest press with the dumbbells, you want those elbows in front of the shoulders, protect the shoulder joints. If you're with me here, those elbows are pointing down, back to the back of the mat, not flaring out. Time. Woo! All right, everybody is up. I know, up, down, sorry, sometimes we gotta do it. Now I want you to rack the dumbbells, hold the core strong, and drive the knee up for racked marches. This is gonna incorporate a lot of balance and core while we get the heart rate up. So this is the last exercise of the series. We've got 2 more rounds, taking it from the top to our reverse lunges, or maybe you want to sit that one out and do the wall sit. Whew, you feel the arms on this one? Yeah. Woo, 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 baby. All right, let's take those feet. You want them hip width if you're joining me with the lunge. Shoulders back and down. Let's take it down again. You take it as low as it feels comfortable. It might be a tap back, right? Working hip extension. This may be where you're at with the knees. But my advanced people, I want you to aim for that back knee coming all the way down to your ground. With your lunge, you can also hip hinge a little bit, make it a little bit more glute dominant. See if that feels better on the knees. All right. Feet are hip or shoulder width. Push the bum rear, soften those knees, alternate that row, working those back muscles, hitting those biceps. You should be breathing a little heavier now. Like I said, we're flowing through these moves. Not a lot of rest in between, so that's going to get us that heart rate response while we still train strength. Chest to ground push-up or chest press with your dumbbells in 3, 2, 1. All right. I need a quick sip. Woo. If you're with me, fingers spread, wrists slightly wider than shoulders, lower chest to ground, press up. Take a look at the top of your mat. Don't let the head drop. Breathe. Elbows tuck in slightly. If you're looking to build bone density in the wrists and shoulders, here you go. Your weight bearing on those joints. So we're going to build the bone on those joints. Time. All right, we've got those racked marches. I really like these. So there's some foreshadowing. Challengers, you may see this one throughout the challenge. So this is a variation of a farmer's walk where the arms are down though. So really good core moves. Whew. Low impact cardio right here. And then we really want to lift that leg up to balance on the other leg and challenge that balance of ours. Less than 10 seconds in our final round. Woo! All right, you ready for this? Last round, here we go. If you're with me, feet are hip width, shoulders back and down, step it back, lunge back. If you're doing the wall sit, can you hold on to a dumbbell and do it? Just thought I'd throw it out there for you. Do you like my new tights? I quite like them. They're from Athleta. They're very comfortable, and they have side pocket. Side pocket's necessity now. One more lunge. Time. Whew. All right, feet hip width minimum. You can go wider if you'd like. Hip hinge, shoulders back and down. Row it, breathe. Row it, breathe. Sit those hips back. Good. We're moving into that chest to ground push-ups, or maybe you say, forget it, I hate push-ups. Kudos to you. You're going to do chest press with the dumbbells instead. Time. All right, so everybody gets set up to where they need to be. So our last set, let's rock it here. All right, here we go. Ready? Fingers spread, drop it, press, breathe. Yes, if you're part of the Unstoppable Challenge, we've got a little bit of core work at the end of every workout. I like to add something different in every challenge I give. And I thought, why not? 28 days of ab work. We can do this. One more push-up. Time. All right, let's do those marches. Rock them. Tall in the chest, feet apart, drive up, drive up. Now we get a quick water break before we move into our next circuit of moves. So hang in there, 10 more seconds. Time. All right, now I want you to place your dumbbells in front of each foot, okay? Grab a quick sip, but we're getting set up. Our first exercise in the series is a deadlift. All right, let's get ourselves set up, okay? Deadlift is a great move. I want to train it. I want to teach it to you. Now I want you to come down by bending the knees, pull the shoulders back and down, all right, and then drive up. Here we go. So when you pick those dumbbells up, I don't want your upper back rounded like an egg, okay? No egg shapes, please. Think neutral spine always. Now how far you go down is going to be limited in hamstring flexibility, glute strength, hamstring strength. So take it where you can maintain that neutral spine throughout. Time. All right. Now, I want you to mirror me, just one dumbbell, okay? If this is too heavy, you can hold on to the one. But I want you to bring the other arm and make a fist. Tighten up the core. Drop the elbow in. Press it. Good. Press it. So one arm press. We'll do the other arm on the second set, and then we'll hold on to the dumbbell with each hand for the final set. I want you to really tighten up this arm. That's going to tighten up that core, make you from not twisting, stay strong. Time. All right, hold on to each end of your dumbbell. Stagger your stance, bring the arms up. Let's drop the post behind the head for a tricep extension and fully extend. So this little series is all standing. For those of you that don't like the up and down, trust me, I try my hardest to keep all the exercises grouped together to make it easy on that up and down, but sometimes we can't. We just need to manipulate gravity. I got to get you down, so we work your body in a 360-degree pattern. Time. All right, we got the heart rate coming up now with these hang cleans, dumbbell in each hand. Feet are shoulder width apart. Come down into a quarter squat. Now, drive up and rock them. Do it again. Here we go. See how I come up off of my heels? So I'm really using momentum, hips, glutes, legs, thrusting the dumbbells up, or what we call cleaning them to the shoulders. So this is the hang. There's the clean. I know, maybe not your typical, what you think of a clean. Let's do one more. Okay? Don't worry, we got 2 more rounds to figure that one out. Keep those feet where they are. Bring the dumbbells in front. Let's get into that deadlift. Hip hinge, booty back, shoulders back and down. Ooh. Yes, and put those smiles on. We know what we're doing now. We are going to perfect each move on this second set. One more. All right, mirror me. Hand out, make a fist, tighten the core, drop the elbow. Now press. Good. We have a lot of core on this. May not be burning like a typical ab crunch, but you have got that core fired up. You have those obliques fired up. You have those spinal stabilizers fired up. And then we get the shoulder and tricep going. Remember, you can hold on to the dumbbell on each end with both hands if this is too much weight for the one arm. Let's do one more. Woo! All right. Stagger your stance. Tighten out that core. Let's take it into the tricep extension. That dumbbell coming behind the head and straighten. So, we've got triceps here, and they helped us out in the last exercise. So if they're feeling a little fatigued, that's why. There's the method to the programming madness right there. Let the cat out of the bag. We pre-fatigue those triceps so we can really hit them. Hang cleans coming up. All right, we want a dumbbell in each hand. Feet are shoulder width apart, all right? Keep the chest pulled and lifted. Shoulder blades pulled back. Now, drive. Good. Head is up. Drive. So I'm coming up off of those heels. I am using some velocity. Hang. Clean. Come on. Up. Heart rate's coming up. Don't forget about the squat. Time, all right? Last round, let's get those deadlifts. Feet, we're gonna bring them in a little bit now, okay? They're hip width. Pull the shoulders back. Remember, no egg shapes. So this is egg, okay? We don't want egg. I don't know where that came from. It just popped in my head last set, so I'm sticking with that cue. No eggs. One more. All right. Now, you can hold on to a dumbbell with each hand. We have presses, both arms, or join me and take a dumbbell in each hand and press it. Now, I like my palms facing me and my hands slightly in front. It's going to be easier on your shoulder joint. It's a natural range that your shoulder will like and prefer than this military press here. Now, we can also use the legs a bit, but I want you to try to avoid that unless you need those legs for the last couple of reps. Woo! Good job. All right, triceps. Someone's texting me. Leave me alone. I'm busy. Here we go. Don't they know I'm with you right now? Do you remember a time without texting? I can't. I don't like the phone, so I find texting far less intrusive. I actually prefer people to text me. Don't phone, and don't leave a message. Oh my goodness. Last one. Woo! Only old people leave messages. Don't be an old person. All right, and clean. Ready, set, and hang it. Clean it. Good. Head up, chest up. So if you look, I'm looking up a bit. Keeping that upper back positioning. Couple more. Just do one more. Come on. Time. Bravo, you. Dumbbells off to your side. Whew. Quick sip of water. Now, like I mentioned, if you're part of the Unstoppable Challenge, we're doing abs after every workout. If you're not a part of the challenge, you're still doing abs. So, we have 30 seconds, 4 moves, 1 round. We're starting with a plank. Now, if you've been with me for a while, you know you can be on the knees. If you haven't been with me, well, this would be where you're at, okay? Otherwise, you're off of your knees. I need to take my elbow band off. All right, you guys ready? Let's do this. Here we go. Plank it, 30 seconds, go. Now, let's get the elbows under the shoulders and then walk those wrists out so they're lined up with the elbows. Now, take a gaze at the top of the mat. Remember, bum is not piked up. This isn't a downward dog. And we're also not letting those hips sag. So I want you to be strong with that core. Tell those abs, 30 seconds. That's it. Time. Have a seat on your bum. Nice and tall in the spine. And then lean back 30 degrees until you feel those abs grab and hold. V-sit. If you want to intensify it, lift the legs up, but don't round that lower spine. And you can get really fancy and straighten your legs too. I can't get that fancy. Woo. You'll feel your hip flexors too. Time. Woo! All right, don't go anywhere. We're going to hold that position. Feet stay on the ground. Now from this position, what I want you to do is twist, elbow to ground, and back to center. If you can't twist, just stay with the first move. So a variation of a Russian twist, getting into the obliques. Time. Bicycle crunches is next. It's here, or you can modify. Feet stay on the ground and lift and twist. Or if you can't twist and lift, you're doing a bridge. You'll see me up there in the alternative. So a lot of the ab moves that we'll be doing, you will see different variations for my osteoporosis, osteopenia community, because they shouldn't be crunching or twisting. Note, though, my stretches you need to modify, okay? I won't have an alternative screen if we do some stretches where there is a twist involved. Woo! Hello, abs. Time. All right, straighten those arms, straighten those legs, stretch it. Toes to fingers. Oh, that feels nice, doesn't it? It sure does. Now let's get a little spinal extension. Your low back will love this. Onto the forearms. Let the hips drop. Scoop the chest up. And now bring the feet close together. And breathe. So there you go, challengers, day 1. I promise to keep the workouts 28 minutes or less. If you see the run time longer in the timestamp of the video, that just means I was yapping. It doesn't mean that you're working out for that time. Come on up for me. Left leg in front, right knee underneath hip. Lunge forward slightly, tighten that right leg. Let's take that right hand behind the head now. Take the other hand and guide it a little further and lean away, stretching into the triceps and your lats. I'll shift a bit so you can see. Now, if you are a part of the challenge and if you do miss a workout, the workouts will be on the YouTube channel. Remember though, it's called a challenge for a reason. It's supposed to challenge you. So make a commitment with yourself. We're running this challenge in a month that typically we see a lot of dropouts in fitness, which is February, believe it or not. Straighten this front leg, chest over thigh. You can build your ground up if you've got some yoga blocks or your dumbbells close by. But the whole idea is to challenge you so that you create a momentum so that you become unstoppable for the rest of the year. So just give me these 28 days. Set aside the time. You have 28 minutes in your day. I know you do if you prioritize. If you want it, you'll find it. Here we go. Tuck the tailbone under. Left hand behind. Grab onto the elbow. Lean away. Lovely stretch into your hip flexor, bit of quad, and then we get side of body, lats, tricep, shoulder. Release, straighten this front leg. Here's what it looks like by building the ground up with the dumbbells. It really is a better way of doing this stretch, so give it a shot. Give it a try. Yoga blocks are great, and I always recommend to have a pair in your workout area to help build the ground up. And release. You did it! Hey, thank you so much for joining me. Listen, you can do this workout a huge favor by clicking that like button so the YouTube algorithm can spit it out to other women around the world. And if you are a part of, oh, there's a little spider right here. I didn't invite you. And if you're a part of the Unstoppable Challenge, please drop a comment down below and head over to the Patreon community. That's where all the conversations are happening. Have a great rest of your day, and we will see you in the next workout. Bye.